with KHON2 weather, Kamaka Pili.
Aloha Pule, happy Sunday. We made it to the new week and the gorgeous weather looks to continue with the addition of the trade winds finally making its return tonight and will continue to strengthen as we head into the second half of the week. Taking a peek at Kaunakakai on Molokai tomorrow, similar to pretty much all the islands, we're expecting mostly sunny skies. Wind speeds, we're going to start to see around 15 up to 25 miles per hour. So breezy conditions are slowly going to start to present itself across the islands. And that's only ahead of stronger winds ahead of this weekend, and really specifically looking at Wednesday and Thursday, where the peak of the strongest winds or where the strongest winds are expected. Now, a high wind warning has been posted, goes into effect at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning for the summits of Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, at least through the day till 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Small craft advisory, which can only expand in terms of its the waters across the islands as we head into the middle of the week, thanks to those stronger winds. In terms of the surf, we see larger wave heights for Kauai, but here on Oahu, 9 to 12 footers up towards the north, 7 to 10 for the west, 2 to 4 down on the south, 2 to 4 also for most east-facing shores. Now, in terms of shower activity, we're still going to see light showers falling because we're in this very dry atmosphere, and you can see a lot of activity continues to take place north of the islands. But we may start to see some disturbance in terms of an increase of showers as we get into the second half of the week, thanks to some upper-level disturbances and some moisture being pulled up from the south. So at least for now, taking a peek into tomorrow and into Tuesday, not much expected. Again, really just isolated showers, but thanks to the return of the trades, we could see a little uptick of windward showers during the midnight hours. But if we fast forward to Wednesday, we see this disturbance taking place south of the islands. A little part looks to be brushing up against the east end of the island chain. As we get into around Thursday, there is differences in the different models that we're looking at. So be sure to keep into KHON2 News. We'll be keeping you informed with the latest. But as of right now, we do see a slight bump in shower activity, especially for the east end of the island chain as we get through the second half of the week. Now, in terms of fire conditions, we do see an increase of drought conditions across the islands. We do now have some extreme for Kauai down to Molokai and the west side of the island of Maui. But as of right now, thanks to the not much moisture in the air, despite the fact that we do have windier conditions. Not much of a concern as of right now, but as we get into the second half of the week, we'll keep our eyes on it. But as of right now, the showers and the increase of the moisture is expecting to keep fire conditions at bay. Again, the strongest winds are expected to be from Wednesday into Thursday, 15 up to 30 miles per hour. Of course, gusts can be surpassing that. Better news, 17 days until Christmas. Gina, back to you.